Okay, so
Okay.
then we got number 3 next, I guess,
Okay,
yeah?
yeah. So number 3 are the achievers and the quintessential image types of the Enneagram. And their core belief is that only the surface matters, only the presentation, the product, the result. So how I get there, what it takes to get there, what kind of corners I have to cut, or however devious I need to be, it doesn't matter, because it's the end achievement that matters.
Okay.
And so their sense of self-worth comes from achieving a lot, being successful, and being recognized as such.
I think they're also quite hung up on image as well, aren't they? Their own
Yes.
personal image.
Yes.
It's quite important to them.
Yes. They tend to present the image of their culture or their subculture, whatever the ideal, the ego ideal essentially is, they attempt to become it. So they kind of shapeshift in order
Yes.
to look like
Yeah.
what's needed, what's wanted, what's the best. Yeah, so point
Number
4.
4, yeah.
Point 4. Point 4, the 4s are the melancholics of the Enneagram, and their basic conviction is that they've lost contact with true nature, which if you're abiding in true nature, you know isn't possible. We are true nature, we might not be conscious of it, and so to feel that we've lost it, as 4s do, doesn't ultimately make any sense. This whole personality style is based on longing for some lost other who is the beloved, the perfect beloved. And the personality style is one of being unique and special, sensitive. They very much pride themselves on their finely attuned sensitivities, which they're convinced they're much more sensitive than other
They're
people.
a bit tragic romantic about it, aren't they?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think the thing that I always find with 4s is also they think the grass is greener the other side of the hill.
Yes.
And there's this
Yes.
dissatisfaction you were talking about. They just think, if I lived over there, life would be better.
Right. And that translates internally to a sense that whatever I have, or whatever's going on with me, isn't as good as what's happening with that other person.
Right.
Yeah. So that's their suffering. It's a very painful, very painful Enneatype. 5s are convinced of their ultimate separation from other people. And so they tend to be hoarders. They hold on to what they have because there's the sense that I'm an island, and who knows if anything is going to, if another ship is going to show up to this island or not. And so I better just preserve what I have here. So they tend to hide.
Yes.
They're self-contained.
Yeah. Quite
Avaricious,
secretive in a way sometimes, aren't they?
Secretive, yes. And often what they hold on to and look to as what will help them is knowledge. If they can understand things well enough, then maybe they'll feel safe. So the next type, unless you have any questions about...
No.
5.
No.
Okay.
You're coming on to my type now, number 6.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. So 6s, as a result of being identified with the body, which we all become as we develop a personality structure, and because bodies are temporary, bodies get sick, bodies
Don't
can
always
be
work
hurt.
very well, I find.
Right,
that, yeah.
don't always work very well, right. So there's a sense of fear that dominates this type. And the character structure is built around looking out for danger, what could possibly happen,
Yeah.
and trying to ward it off in some way. So
Prepare for it.
Prepare for it, yes.
I find that's a big thing, yeah.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so there's a conviction that something terrible is going to happen sometime.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? And I just need to figure out when.
Figure and prepare the best I can, yeah. That's right,
yeah. So they're very vigilant, convinced that there is danger. On the other hand, if we really know that who and what we are is something that can't be destroyed, which is the truth of our nature, it's not so true for the body, but it's definitely true for our nature, then we have a potential for liberation from fear. So point 7 is another fear type. They're corners of the Enneagram. This is a longer story, but anyway. 7s are, they have the reputation of being dilettantes, of being people who don't go deeply into things, but kind of explore lots and lots of things on the surface and gain lots of information and collect it, but never dive too deeply into things. And a lot of that is because they're afraid of pain. So they value being up, being happy, being okay, and they're kind of phobic around pain. They tend to be gluttonous. You know, it's like, I don't know if you have ice cream shops here that have many, many different flavors.
I think we do. I never go in them, but I'm pretty sure we do. Yeah,
Okay.
Ben and Jerry's and things.
Yeah. Or into a sweet shop, let's say.
Yeah.
They want one of everything.
Yeah.
Just to have a taste of it.
It has this adventurous quality, don't they? They want experience.
Yes. They want to have a little bite of everything life has to offer.
Yeah.
And they want to make connections between things. They want to pull all of these disparate experiences together.
Yeah.
And have a sense of how things work, what the map is, what the plan is, what the big picture is. Joseph Campbell was a great 7 in terms of unifying the mythology throughout human history and understanding the overall schemes. And another, well, it's disputed, but I think Ken Wilber is a 7 because of his vast charting of spiritual states of consciousness.
Right.